All right, guys, so let's take a listen at this video first.
This is a adorable little girl who has, okay, go to that image right there so you can see.
I don't think I can show this.
No, you can show, okay, maybe.
I don't show this in the back,
Okay,
please.
gotcha. All right. That's her, maybe you don't show that. That's her after being.
There's no way we show that, did we?
Don't show that. That's her after being with, let's just say, the starting five for the Lakers. And then juxtapose that with getting married to some dude. And then she says, hey guys, internet, by the way, she's all over the internet. Hey guys, would you please respect the fact that I'm married now and maybe delete all the scenes I've done on the internet because I've grown now.
Good luck with
and
that.
I want to be respected. So here's this cuck marrying a literal porn star and basically saying, don't worry about your past, babe. It's okay that you've been filled more times than an X on gas pump, okay? So that is the problem with women. This is hoflation. That is who men are choosing to marry. That's a wife. That's who you're going to choose to have. Hey, mom, I want you to introduce you to my new girlfriend, Riley Reid. Unbelievable. So who's the one that we talked about? She had sex with 100
It's
guys?
just like your chance to vent because you're done, okay? So we got it. We understand.
What does that mean
where
I'm
you're at
done?
with this. Yeah, like,
What does
I'm
that
good.
mean?
You've been speaking plenty of time. We'll move on. So,
But you do notice what's happening in society.
Adam, I got your point. You're in this life, so the only people you're ever with is with
No,
nightlife
Pat,
people.
you're
So
absolutely wrong.
I'll
tell you
am
why
I
you're
absolutely wrong?
Yeah, I'll tell you why
Okay,
you're wrong.
so go ahead, tell us what
because
you,
it's
tell
not,
us what's
it's not
changed
I'm
with
in this
you.
life.
Yeah.
Every man who's single is in this life.
Yeah.
I get that you're happily married. You have 4
No,
kids.
that's not. No,
that's amazing.
don't,
no, that is
don't,
the point.
No, that's not the point.
Of course,
no,
that's the point.
The
point is you don't know what it's like to be single out there
you,
and see half the girls you meet are doing OnlyFans.
Adam, where are you looking for these people?
I'm not even saying me.
No, but
Pat.
that's the point. Though. Where are you looking?
Don't worry about
Let
me.
ask
I'm
you a
good.
question. No,
I'm talking about the rest of men in society.
You're speaking from your perspective.
No,
you're speaking.
Who do you think has more credibility on this topic, me or you?
You're to being around hoes. You, yeah, I agree. You're around this. That's your market.
True
that's
that, but also being
no, but if you're asking me who has more credibility, you do in this area. But also,
I don't hang out with this girl.
Your challenge.
I also hang out with normal
Adam,
women. I'm saying the challenge that young men are facing.
When's the last time you did Saucecast? When's the last time you did Saucecast?
It got canceled because I don't know for what
When's the
reason.
last time you did Saucecast?
It's been a while.
Why do you think you stopped doing Saucecast?
Because I stopped talking about money because someone encouraged me to start talking about the hose.
Who did?
Some gentleman that maybe works here.
Someone told you to talk about hoes.
No, I didn't say that.
Who?
I don't know.
Who? Tell us who.
Tell
Go
you,
ahead.
Tell you who.
Go ahead. Tell us who.
Saying what?
Someone told you to talk about hoes?
Talk about relationships and
That's a
lifestyle.
whole different story.
Okay. So
What?
So for you, when you how old are you right now, bro?
I'm 45.
45 years old. This is how you're speaking about this.
Yes.
So
Because this is how they talk. So what's your criticism with me, sir?
This is what. Go
I'm
ahead, tell
saying,
me.
this is what's going out there in society at this point.
For who though? In what?
For
community?
every man out there.
No, it's not true though.
Yes, that is true.
That is not true though.
Okay.
It's where you know.
What percentage of women did OnlyFans 20 years ago?
Do you know?
What percentage of women did OnlyFans 20 years ago?
Do you know how long?
How many-
Do you know how long prostitution's been around?
It's the oldest profession.
How long has prostitution been around?
Forever.
Okay then. So go to how long that's been around. The trade of prostitution, or whatever you want to talk about it.
10 seconds after the invention of money.
How long have drugs been around? How long has? But you know what you sound like to me? You sound like a little victim. Is what you sound like. You sound like
You're
a little,
making this about me, and I'm making this about society.
No. Because
so go ahead. I'm
wait
the
a minute.
victim. Go
wait
ahead.
a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Any guy who listens to this and buys into the rhetoric that's being sold, hear them out. But if you buy it, you sound like a victim. That's what you sound like. When somebody talks like that, everybody's this and everybody's that and everybody's that, you sound defeated. You sound like a victim. You sound weak. A guy, you know what it's like? It's like when I ran an insurance business for the longest time, my guys would come to me Monday morning and they would say, you know what it is? All these guys with leads and insurance, there are no more people that want to buy life insurance. Haven't you seen the stats? And they're just life insurance has been declining. You know when I started a life insurance company? In 2009. Do you know what was going on in 2009? Do you know what was happening with insurance companies like AIG? What was going on with AIG in 2009? AIG is about to go out of business.
TARP, recession,
That's right.
trouble.
Do you know what data came out saying that the life insurance industry went from 500,000 agents to 174,000 agents? Life insurance is a dying industry. You know why? Because the old timers that made a lot of money, guess what they're not doing? They're no longer training new people. And that's what they're doing. They're no longer training them on. And guess what? And I said, you know what percentage of agents are women? 17%. You're never going to be able to get women to sell insurance. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, look, I mean, I saw how buyers and customers will
Okay, so basically, both of them are taking it to an extreme on both sides, PBD and Adam. Adam is right in the sense that he is talking about prostitution, porn, and all that nonsense, filthy stuff on the internet. And he's basically saying that this is a danger to all the young people out there. And PBD is saying, no, it's not a problem for all the people out there, but maybe for some. And he's basically saying that it doesn't give you the license, the authority, Adam, for you to talk about porn and prostitutes, because these things have been around for a very long time, And therefore, it is not befitting for a man like you, Adam, who is 45 years old, to complain about this and whine about this. Well, PBD, yes, Adam can complain about this. Adam can raise that issue. But at the same time, Adam cannot speak for every young people out there, because a lot of young people, they don't watch porn. They are clean. They do not have any addiction, whether it is porn or whether it is drug. And therefore, Adam is wrong in that sense. He's extreme in that sense. And PBD is also extreme in the sense that he doesn't want this issue to be discussed in light of what is happening in our society today. If you do complain, according to PBD, if you do complain about porn and prostitution, you come across as someone who is vulnerable, who is weak, and who is whining and childish.
Receive the sale coming from a woman versus a man, and I think there's a lot of market. If there's 174,000 agents right now, we used to have 500,000 more, there's got to be a major demand for insurance, because I looked at the data and I said, that's what we're going to build an insurance company. While my competitors were saying there's no more market for life insurance, we licensed 50,000 people and sold the business for $250 million. Mm-hmm. While I'm around people that sound like you talking about insurance and there's no more need for it. What's the point? Is what you're saying with Tinder, with all these dating apps, making it tougher for guys to find girls because they're easier? You don't know how many people they've been with. Oh, yes. Is it tougher if I go on a date right now with Tinder and the script is, you're the first guy I've gone on a date with Tinder? You think I'd believe that? Of course not. But where am I looking? Versus if I'm really interested in wanting to get married, guess who I'm talking to? The people around me. I'm getting in different communities. I'm going to different markets, just like if an insurance. If you want to sell a $20 million life insurance policy and you want to go to people that are rich, do you think you're going to find them at a nightclub, or do you think you're going to find them at a country club? Do you think you're going to find a $20 million life insurance policy going to a Starbucks, or do you think you're going to find it going to the hotel we were at, which was whatever that hotel was, or if we go to Four Seasons, or if I go to networking at Mar-a-Lago, or if I go, where do you think I'm going to find these types of clients? You think having lunch at Mar-a-Lago, maybe I'm going to be around some clients that can do some premium financing? Yes. It's where you go to look for them. So your points you're making, although they may be valid because accessibility is more prevalent today than ever before, but prostitution and all this stuff has been around for a very, very long time. To sound like a victim and revert back to the sauce talking point that you had 24/7, of course you ain't going to get married. And that's okay. By the way, I don't care if you never get married. But the idea of playing the position of, I want to have a family, and you talk like this. I want to have sometimes you talk like this. Who are you? Like, we had this conversation a year and a half ago when I said the following. It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do this message here. Whenever you give a message and you watch, like we're in a room and I'm talking to my guys and they're saying to me, well, Pat, we don't think we should have a full-timers meeting on the 1st of January. I don't know why you do that every year. Every year on January 1st, I would host a full-timers meeting on the 1st at 8 a.m.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000?
Okay, so again, something they discuss in a very subjective way, not in a objective way. But I said it is very subjective because everyone seems to have their own opinion about the problem that we're facing in the society, and everyone has their unique way of solving this problem of addiction, whether it is drug or porn.
And I'm running an office, sales agents that are mainly in their mid to late 20s, some of their early 30s. Who the hell in their 20s wants to go to a manager's meeting with a freaking crazy guy named Patrick Bet-David January 1st at 8 a.m.? Who do you think wants to go to?
Nobody.
Nobody does. Nobody does. But that was my way of lowering the number of DUIs my guys would get, because I know what happens on December 31st, because I used to party a lot back in the days. So when we're having a conversation, you know what the conversation will be like? So what time do you think we should have this meeting? I think we should start it at 11 a.m. I think we should do barbecue and start it at 10 a.m. I think we should do, what's going on, guys? What is that?
Oh, it's something else. It's our notes from today.
Yeah, I think we should play it at noon and do barbecue for everybody. And then you know how many people in the room would agree that we should do it at 8 a.m.? Less than 5%. And guess what I'm doing a meeting at? I'm doing it at 8 a.m. 95% of people hated me for it. I'm still hosting a meeting. And I wasn't married.
Again, he was giving some perspective into his life, how he used to deal with certain events, situation, decisions that he made before he got married, and how he made those decisions after he got married. So this is what Patrick Bet-David is talking about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.